Gentlemen in the mix.
So elegant about the school game. Nobody knows where the enemy is. It's in every one of the heads. Because they think they are. Try to destroy him. To save them. They'll destroy you. To save him.
Well, hello traders, welcome to the stream. This is actually the first live stream I've ever done in the home that I was born and raised in. And here we are. It was a very smooth ride here and very quick, so a lot of craziness while I was in the air. With CZ has stepped down. He has stepped down as CEO of Binance. They were fined what, $4 billion. If they pay that, they're good. And Bitcoin's really, yeah, it's been volatile, but it's down $465. It was down over $1,000 at its lows. Give me an audio check if you can. I would really appreciate it, just so we know if there's like a robot bug going on, right? Like whatever that was a couple days ago. So, all right, we're good on audio. Okay. All right. Cool. So it's crazy, right? So I was growing up. I was a kid, and I was right here in this spot playing like Diablo 2, AOL, Warcraft 3, getting back from like morning workouts, you know, like in the summer for football, and like my body's exhausted, but I'm like right here, and this is where I was gaming and doing all that. This is it. It's so crazy. In full circle, we're back. Do you think I asked myself when I was a child, like, do you think you'd ever be back here live streaming? Like, what is live streaming? I don't even know what you're talking about. Here we are. Fantastic. The same spot. This is where I did it all. Okay? This is one of our living rooms or whatever. So, all right, let's get this going. Here's the chart. Here's the channel. Here's Bitcoin. We should probably start with CZ. We'll go to BNB next. All right. Diablo 2 stream. Sure, dude. Let's go. Stonewall, listen, as Bitcoin, unfortunately, is back in the bottom section of this channel here. Okay, the channel, man. And really, it got close to testing the bottom of the channel. Got as low as $36,270. So a recovery, a 2% recovery that got as hot. This happened when I was getting on the plane. It was a 3.4% swing, a $1,200 swing in price. Pretty wild, but unfortunately can't break that heart line, man. The heart line is breaking my freaking heart. But nevertheless, I would say that's a pretty good outcome if we're dealing with, you know, the SEC hammering, cracking BNB CEO stepping down. That was a lot more violent. Okay, we had a 13% swing on BNB. Mind you, I've been traveling all day, so I'm do what I can, man, to really, here it is, right? That's it. From the highest of highs, we saw it was an attempted breakout before the news-driven catalyst came in, but from your highest high to your lowest low in the heat of the volatility, the midst of it, 13.2% swing, $36. So unfortunately, if you're a BNB fan, if you're a BNB Iceline fan, there is no breakout. Okay, it was an ongoing attempted breakout, but since there was no candle close confirmation on the daily above the level, it's nothing. It's just another failed breakout, just like yesterday. So that's where we are, at the tip top of a range, I guess, between 200 and 250. We know if you broke 256, that's the key inflection point. The target would be $300. You can see, right, what can happen just briefly above the level before, oh, hey, news, like a swan occurs and you're back. So that's it. Still, right now, as I'm speaking, still currently trading above the 200-day moving average, but barely. Testing it today, as of yesterday, the day before, over and over and over again. So that's it. That's your technical update on BNB. Not really a big deal. It's really not like bad. Like nothing really happened outside of the intraday price action. Okay. That's it, dude. So we can continue, because if that's it, like, wow, we're gonna be all right, chat. We're gonna be just fine if that was it. Here's Ethereum that you can't say. I mean, all you can say, I guess, is critical areas, inflection zone, in between 1972 2043. So it's same analysis yesterday, man. It's like if you can break it, huge upside. $2,600-$2,700 targets to 3,000. I mean, yes, but the breakout, the event of the breakout has not yet occurred and may never occur. So we would wait for the data to present itself so we could say with confidence, bullish breakout on Ethereum. It's just not here. So we will patiently wait. You would have your alert set up around 2050. When you're hearing that beep, you understand that's an ongoing breakout attempt, and there could be massive upside preceding the beep or the Butler bell, whatever your alert is customized to be set up. Mine's the Butler bell, right? You hear the Butler bell. All right, man. They're bringing attendees to our office, to our bed, wherever we are. Okay, so key inflection point back from 2021. Nothing yet. You never know. You never know when it's or if it's ever going to pop. We just know above this level is the promised land, but we haven't broken it. So all right, we'll be okay. I mean, like, it's probably inevitable if Bitcoin continues to ascend. All right, so if Bitcoin's gonna like hold here and stay strong, and whoever the shark is that continues to just auto buy, they have their bots set up to just auto buy Bitcoin when it gets low enough. If they keep doing that, and then we run out of supply at this area, and a huge markup occurs to go test the key inflection point on the daily at $40,000, $41,000, I think I would feel confident to believe that the price of Ethereum would exceed 2043, the heart line of the channel, and that is where we could see a more significant markup in price. Okay, that's where we are. So there was a lot of volatility today. Big effects coming in on the lesser thans, right? The off-brand S coins, right? Where, hey, you're in the you're in the grocery store, you're walking down the aisle, and you're looking at the bottom row, and you see the generic Cheerios, but it's not Cheerios, right? It's like a monkey, and that's like the generic version of Cheerios, and it's like, they used to be cheaper, probably not anymore, right? I would think like even generics. Does anyone out there buy generic stuff? Could you tell me how probably very expensive it is too? Well, those are the ones that got hit. Like Algo's down 7.7%, Crow, Matt Damon coin down 7.5%, HBAR down 8%. Yikes, right? It was just going too. And that's that whole Bitcoin dominance chart, right? Where it seemed no matter what was going to happen, altcoins were going to underperform, and they are. So what was the event that occurred? A slight drawdown, volatile news event that took Bitcoin down briefly. Bids came back in, but in the same volatility that took altcoins down, there hasn't really been much of a recovery today as there was on Bitcoin. Smaller market cap seems like the more damage, right? Here's your algo. Like, what a run to an inflection point, 14 cents. That's just a level from March 2020. Okay, where someone, if they entered managing their risk well, this is probably a take one profit taking level. So that's the look, man, right? I'm here every day. We're talking about the same things. These assets have had nice 50 to 200% rallies, and after those 50 to 200% rallies, they've hit inflection points from history, and it seems like there is supply there. So people are taking profits, so too much supply, not enough demand to break these levels, so a pullback. And then you got, again, the volatility, CZ stepping down, throw that in, and that's helping. All right, storage down 6+%. See, like, storage went insane, went to an inflection point and reversed intraday, and now you're at this other inflection zone, very important level. That goes back to September 2020. It's been regarded as support, resistance throughout the years. Well, you understand after a rally occurs, you hit an inflection zone, and there very well could be supply there, and so much supply that the buyers are unable to absorb the remaining supply there, and so markdown begins, and it's mild. It's just a pullback. It's like a mild retrace. It's common, so no big deal. At the inflection zone, you break this, you could be going to 53 cents for a back test that has not yet occurred. Okay. Matic down 6.7%. Of course, right? Because the trade setup, right? You enter strategically, you have a tight stop loss setup strategically, and you have 3-to-1 reward to risk at the first level that makes any inkling of sense for where there could be sell orders. There were there not? Because you can see now, this is why, as a trader, you have a plan set up. So one layered out. They took, if you had 3 take profit levels, 33% was taken off the table the day that the buyers were able to push the price to 89.5 cents. And that's it. And so one would still be in this, and they would just have a less of a position as they did before the price hit that first profit taking level. And now you're pulling back. And that's exactly, it makes the most sense that you could imagine, right? So At some point, the pullback will conclude, and you will get hidden bullish divergence that will develop, mature, and then it will be an implied continuation to the upside, and you'll run and test the levels again, and you'll eventually probably hit 102, 130 plus in those second, third plus profit taking levels. Oh, makes so much sense, man. Okay. Well, I was trying to stream before like my parents came home, you know, but looks like I think my mom came home, so. Y'all give me 1 second, okay? Just gonna mute my mic, hang tight. Hold on.
Hey Mitch, just wanted to let you know that I just aped on UNI again at $5.05. Pray for me. Pamp IT 0.00167047 ETH.
What's up, Zupo? What'd you say? Sorry. Hold on. So audio's good. He said he aped in uni at 5:05. Pray for you. I mean, again, if you're looking at the weekly, dude, on uni, you really have nothing to worry about unless you bought like at the tip top, right? I mean, yeah. It's an M shape completed with type 2 return. You're pulling back. You said 505. Look at the 200-day moving average. That's some nice price action there. Look at that. All those tests. Again, man, it just depends on your time horizon, how long you can stay patient in these situations, because these are massive patterns that have been in development for 500 days. So it's probably going to take a minute to play out, to resolve. And I think that's where you are. You're at a level where it's like, okay, one would be owning this on the weekly, and they'd have a stop loss set up, but at lower prices, and you would just be waiting for the resolution. And eventually, based on everything we've studied, right, this is a high probability outcome structure where eventually, not immediately, you get stuff like this. Okay? So Zuba, just relax, dude. I know you tipped $3.33. Clearly you're scared, man. Okay? Remember the Rolex contributions? So Zupa, it seems like Chad is falling on troubling times. He's our first and only member to ever join for 2 years. Not 1 year, 2 years. No one's ever done that except him. So he's kind of a legend in that regard. So if you want to join the Patreon for 2 years, just hit me or Brad up, and we'll make it happen for you, okay? It's wild. No one's ever, you know, he was the first one to request it, and we made it happen. So thanks, dude. Okay. Uniswap's fine. Just down 1.5% today. A very, that's a wonderful performer. Like, not many assets only down 1% today, right? Most are down 5+%. So we can go to XRP and look at it, because that was a big boy we missed. It's down 2%, not too bad. Eventually, right, we're talking about there's just no edge yet, but if you just wait, and once we start seeing a pivot on the daily chart occur, we will begin to show hidden bullish divergence. It's just too early. You just, the negative momentum in the sell-offs could continue.
Appreciate the TA, Mitch. Much appreciated for me doing 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. night shift in the UK. Valuable information free of charge. Also, thanks for the info on books. I'm halfway through trading in the zone. Super interesting. Trades about to happen coming TMRW.
David Weiss, Mark Douglas, Johnny, man, that's fantastic. And he's over there in the UK, bruv. Well, stay warm. I know it's like, you know, winter has come for the UK, pretty much. So thank you, man, for investing in yourself, because no one else is going to do it. Okay? No one. No one's coming to save you. No one's here. No one's going to make you rich. No one's going to make you financially independent. In fact, society, the system's set up to make you dependent, to make you need help. So traditional technical analysis is a risk management tool where one can utilize if they learn it, and they can become eventually financially independent And you don't have to be, I'm a day trader, it's full-time thing. Like, these are daily time skills. They take hundreds of days to develop, mature, and be actionable. So you can make money, and it is a side thing. Okay, is a position trader? Absolutely. Uniswap's a position trade. Uniswap's like, well, based on the time it took to develop, if it's 500 days, you could imagine it might take 100 plus days for targets to get hit on this thing if it's going to play out. So you just got to understand that. Thank you, dude. I think you'll like trade's about to happen. It's a little bit more technical, a lot more technical. Trading the zone is purely psychological, the mindset one should have as a trader. So what's going on, dude? Hold on, chat. Is it still there? Is it still like this? I found this out right before, as I was live, I think. What is going effing on Bitrix right now? Do you hear me? Look at your screen. I don't care if you're listening to me. Oh, this is a radio podcast. Okay, well, look at your effing screen real quick. Just real quick. And then you can go back doing your thing. Just watch. Look. Here it is. I don't know, Gerard. I really have no clue. I hope it's foreshadowing. I hope it's Bitrix bankrupt. Okay, dude, great. I mean, congratulations, but it's 15+% today. It's up $5,881. It's the only exchange that's like this. Oh, Bitrix is closing down. Same thing happened on Binance US before. Okay, all right, well, closing down anyway. So hopefully you had some Bitcoin on Bitrix so you could exit, transfer it over into the sunset. Okay. All right, just letting you know, it's kind of like a Zen moment that was very, very surprising. But okay, I guess it's shutting down. So is that what they do? It's like going out of business sale, but it's like going out of business premium. Well, I'm waiting for Lee's super chat to go through, man. Well, it might take 10 hours, so you just never know anymore. All right, cool. We'll go back to the real world. I hope this is the real world foreshadowing, right? Be really cool. So look big four. Let's look at Jonathan. Jonathan, how you doing? I like turtles. Thank you, Jonathan, for the wow. You sick today, Jonathan? Thank you. Total is sideways as it could be. It's been sideways since November 9th when it topped out. Really,
Yo, Mitch, through everything today, $Jesus coin is still rising and blessing, and I just felt like people should know that. It's the season after all. God bless. Praying gesture, heart, sparkles.
Thank you for the praying gesture and the sparkles. Thank you, dude. Well, I don't know about some S coin called Jesus coin, but you know, it's like it's like literally blasphemy, right? Someone's developed it not to spread the message of the good word, but to enrich themselves, most likely. So blasphemy. Their reckoning will come. Thank you, dude, for the $10 super chat. So, but hey, man, real Jesus is awesome. Okay. Well, we're not talking about real Jesus. We're talking about blasphemous fake Jesus coin, or fake Jesus. Okay. Jesus coin, the airdrop happens at birth. If you don't know, it happened before birth, but we won't get into that. Okay. So total market cap, just flat as it could be. No big deal, dude. All right. Nothing like worth updating. This is the update. What? Same thing every day. All right. Hold on. What happened to my... Oh. 1.366 trillion. So we could keep looking. You know, I want to look at Shiba. It's down 4%. That's not quite where we want it to go. Way lower. This is
Mitch,
what...
I like turtles.
President Trump, thank you so much for the information about liking turtles, man. Yeah, I think a lot of us here like turtles. If you don't like turtles, what's wrong with you? I don't know what's your
Time
problem,
to
dude.
revisit BNB BTC. .004 target seems inevitable at this point. 0.328189966 Sol.
Rob, thanks for the 1779. The Sol contribution. Wow, exotic crypto contribution. Sure, we'll go to BNB to BTC. That was wrecked below supports. But hey, if it pivoted, well, it will be interesting to look at that right after we look at Shiba. So this was the what we would want optimally. We would need to go down another 10+% probably to get what we want, but we don't always get what we want. But again, that's fine. We can just keep scanning until we find what we want on some other chart on another market if need be. But this is the sweet spot. This is the low risk entry area, the lowest risk entry area. So the type 1 return concluded, I mean, you think, and we're beginning to, a small wave down for that second test, right? All the market participants want to test and confirm the validity of the June 2022 low as support again. That's because the sellers breached that level. Do you understand? And a huge rally occurred very fast, the reaction, but there is no confirmation that that level is truly a support. So oftentimes they will push the price to just test and see. And if the buyers pass the test, then the level holds. We see some sort of trigger candle, like an engulfing. We start seeing some sort of divergence on the oscillators, and then we take the shot. We have the trading plan, our entry, our stop loss, our take profits set up before we hit that enter. And then after we hit enter, we then set up our stop loss and let it ride. So we're on the way, working on it. I remember there's another
Gentlemen in the mix.
request. Yeah, let's see. No, Zupa's over there saying pump it in all caps. Johnny's reading the books, investing himself. Lee loves Jesus. And then Rob wants BNB to BTC. Here we are. Yep, there it is. I mean, this more of the same, whatever. Still, despite the insanity and the magnitude of what occurred today, actually not a big deal, right? You're just rivaling the lows you saw in late October, early November, so just kind of same thing. But you're below the May of 2021 valley, so the 0.048 level, which is that high back from 2019. I mean, you would think so, but it hasn't happened yet, right? If you're just below level, where's the follow through? There has been no follow through yet, so still waiting, like we are on Ethereum to Bitcoin too, right? Ethereum to Bitcoin. Okay, it's below support, but no follow through yet. Like the bearish breakdown is just not really catching any asks. So waiting for that. So BNB to BTC and Ethereum to BTC are in the same boat here, below supports, but no one's really selling it yet hardcore. So it may not even be real. As we saw, false bearish breakdowns on BNB to the US dollar, Tether. For months they had it below support, and then just not enough asks. And then a bounce back above the key levels. 3 days left on TradingView's Black Friday sale. Yeah, 70% sale, I think, or something. I don't know if you're going to do it, might as well do it
Jesus
now.
coin is the opposite of blasphemy. There's a nightly church on X each night. Also with prayer requests, scriptures, and over 500K in donations since April. Next time before judgment, PLS Research.
I mean, like, judgment, right? Like, you're talking to a guy who has had everything that you could imagine requested that is a scam. So for me, it's like the people that are scamming, they cannot stoop to a level lower than I could ever expect, right? It will always go lower than something. So I'm like, okay, well, probably scam. But hey, man, if that's real, if that's going on, that's amazing, dude. Okay, so if I'm taking you at your word, that's great, dude. That's fantastic. If it's really happening like that and it's not a scam, all right. And I wish we could audit where those $500,000 in donations that have gone to it are going. If we could audit that and know for sure that it's not enriching some scammer, okay. But there are a ton of sociopaths, man. Tons. All right. Anyway, so thank you for the $20 super chat combined today. Just looking at some of these BTC pairs. Check on YFI for a moment. Let's continue drawing. Hey, man. Remember 74.50? Oh, we got as low as 75.13. So you almost tested it. You're very close. Very close. Remember, it was November 2020. Waiting for it. I don't know if it was really a test, you know? Nothing to do, really. I mean, you can just monitor it. It's kind of insane right now. Let's go to FIL that got kind of, I mean, it's part of the wreckage. But again, it makes too much sense on its pullback, down almost 6%. Yes, welcome to the effing show, man. Nice little hammer that turns into a bearish back. Remember the up thrust, back test, up thrust discussed just yesterday? Well, here is the follow-through you are receiving where you're working on the lowest daily candle close since November 7th. And after, you have to get it, right? Hey, recognizable, discernible structural development, and it developed and matured over the course of almost a year. And then it played out, went up from a reasonable like type 2 level to its highs, got 80% in 24 days. A key inflection point that could not ever be argued with as being real was up thrusted through, and now you're getting that formal bearish back test, the up thrust back test that reconfirms the validity of an area as resistance. So there it is. Eventually the sell-off will conclude, most likely at higher prices than 316, the previous discernible swing low, and then the hidden bullish divergence will develop, mature, and we will pivot and rally to $5 to go test again, but just not yet, and it's going to take probably a little time, just based on that Bitcoin dominance chart. All right. Excuse me. It is beautiful out here, though, in the southeast, the heart of Dixie. The leaves are falling. The foliage is, and it's almost all gone, but there's still some. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of it. Good weather. It's been an incredible, definitively speaking, drought.
Bro, you don't get it. Someone knocked on my door to join $Jesus coin. Next Bitcoin, I swear.
Well, Rob, as long as you let the Jesus coin into your heart, that's all that matters, I guess, or something. Or is that what they told you? I don't know. Okay, Jesus coin is not Jesus, okay? It's just not. But hey, if it's a means and a virtuous tool to, help spread the word of the Lord, and it's, again, not like a scam, hey, man, that's amazing. That's like, holy crap, first thing ever in crypto to not victimize and destroy people's lives. We did it, baby. We did it. We're helping people. First time. Freaking crypto. All right. We look at them as, charts, and we identify predictable, discernible, studied research patterns, and we use those patterns to manage our risk where we don't know where they're going next, but we know it's a low risk, high reward opportunity. That's all these cryptos are for. Bitcoin got the track record. Yeah, it could be something one could hold for a very long time and it would play out. Okay. All right. So we could switch it to. Did we? And Lee, thank you, man. If it's real, but here's the thing, though, right? We don't need to look at the Jesus coin ever if that's what it is, okay? Because no need to trade that. No need to trade Jesus coin if it's doing those things. Wonderful. Never sell, man. All right. Go to the S&P 500. Just check out the index funds real quick. Yeah, I'm just live. My first live stream in human history in a spot where I used to spend hours upon hours gaming in my adolescence, in my own development. So here it is. Remember, $454, a key inflection point that takes you to 2021. There it is. Just making, I keep going back to these because I just don't want y'all to think it's my opinion and I'm just like making things up. It's like, what is you, are you the authority on saying 454 support resistance? Like, no, man, it's just historical. All right. So I tend to go back to show you because it's like, it's not about me. It's just about these levels. And currently, after breaching it with a close yesterday, you gap down and you're just back testing it as resistance today. That's where we are, and the market is closed. Okay, and that's where we are. So what a run it's been. Let's just say, you know, from this low here to the lowest low to the highest high, you had a 11% rally recovery in 24 days. But that's like, what, 16, 17 trading days or something? Okay. S&P, Dow Jones. It's the dragon. Hey, we're always going to say that to annoy you, but also to, it's just a thing we do. It's the dragon. Hit that 786. Hit the inflection point. It is this one, the first time, right? It's just that May 11th, 2021 peak. Okay. That's where we are. So a pullback at a 786.886 is just normal. It wouldn't be weird if we saw some gaps fill here. All right. It's been insane. It's the NASDAQ. Next. Right. We looked at the 113, but at the 886, that is literally what we saw yesterday. So it would be very crazy to see an 886 get hit here and we react where it reverses here. Like we get a gap fill at like 13,770. No edge really, just got overbought. It was just a fast, very quick, violent run up. The short squeeze, the mother of all short squeezes. Still, as I'm speaking to you, the price is currently trading above the February 2021 high. And then the July 2021 low, October 2021 low. You're skating above it for now, holding it as support today. And then the IWM, the small caps, the zombie market. Well, I mean, it's like really hard to get excited about this, man. Like, you see the hammer at the 200 MA. Is this even real life? Yeah, I guess it's real life here. Yeah, you had that shooting star back test the 200-day moving average. You haven't tested, you hadn't seen it since. 1.29% today. It would take the effort that required to actually make a higher high to go above 200 seems almost insurmountable right now. So for now, you've had a pretty violent markup, whatever, underperforming everything still, off some divergence, and you're just kind of, all right, congratulations, you're up. You had a wave up. Yeah, waves up happen. It's, again, if you were gonna stock pick, just look for individual assets. You know, again, 30% of this index they're zombie companies. They are a product of zero interest rate conditions, and now we have really high interest rates, and they never made money, and they still never make money, but their interest rates could be a lot higher, just depending on the structure of their mortgage or their loans and stuff, right? Yeah, that's not really good environment for small caps, but and the performance has been miserable as you're looking at an asset that is so far below its old all-time high. NASDAQ, S&P are up here, man. They're 886s, okay? Major 886s. This thing hadn't even done anything. But hey, man, whatever. Okay, so those are your index funds. Let's look at gold that had a nice rally today. It's above all the levels, man. It just is. Like, if you're above 1963, the next major discernible inflection point is all-time highs, 2075 from here. look at the 200-day moving average has been regarded as support. Some nice bullish convergence here. Haven't seen positive momentum since the 6th, and it looks like if you have a decent day tomorrow, you'll be showing that positive momentum again. An engulfing candle will be confirmed in less than 10 minutes now, and it seems like on the RSI, the daily RSI, we have broken back into the bullish control zone, which has been a pesky level to get into. But you're back, man. We're back, sitting currently at 63.25. Not bad. Oh yeah, probes. No way, man. Hoover, like, besides that regional final, or no, the semi-final game, man, like, I made Hoover my B, dude. Like, it was, I had good, like, I had season high games multiple years against Hoover. We'd always lose, but, like, it was just, for some reason. So I didn't even feel anything at all when we lost. So, no, I'm just happy to be there. But yeah, sorry, man. Not all schools around here can, you know, buy their parents or lease apartments to their players' parents and stuff. Kind of insane to zone them into the school system. That's what we were dealing with. And MTV shows, of course. So, I don't know, gold and silver recovered too, but whatever. But it's like really where all the fun stuff, like maybe the structures, is like the miners. Okay, back above 23, just chop it all day, man. Don't care. But where I do care, Gatto. Remember Gatto we looked at yesterday and no one cared? No one said anything. We looked at this and it's like,
Mitch,
oh, well.
this is your mother come down from the attic. Dinner is almost ready.
I'm scared, dude. Bitcoin. Yeah. Oh, well, we're here in the attic. This is the attic, dude. Okay. Thanks, Mom, for the contribution. The 7s. Okay. Thank you, Mom. So Gatto had the highest level hit since September 15th. Broke out yesterday. This is just incredible, right? Where the trend had kind of reversed and you corrected and then a deep retrace, but then this structure develops. The classic, someone's out there accumulating over the course of months. And just everything's set up. Like, look at this low from 2020, 3 years ago. You're above it. Alec, thank you for the PPs. Thank you, dude. Yeah, PPs in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. So Gatto and then BVN was another that was just kind of stupidly good looking. There you are. Yeah, I know, man, right? But we BVN was this right here, the type 2. I think we were looking on the weekly. Oh, that's what it was. It was the weekly. That inverse head and shoulder, dude. The Terra Luna. You understand the Terra Luna fractal? The XLY fractal, the natural gas fractal, it has developed on BVN. The type 2 return of the shark is that inverse head and shoulders momentum shifting structure. It's not perfect, right? It's a whacked out. There is no neckline really, but you can see the Momo shift and it's the confirmation low. Okay, so I want you to look. We'll flip this chart over if you want. Okay, think about this and then this. And then we will just do this. And you will understand how very, very real this is, okay? There it is. It's the one test, the drawdown, the attempted rally, the slightly higher high, or we could flip it over. This is what's going on BVN right now on the weekly. The low, the lower low, and on the second low, you have the momentum shifting structure develop. And then we go to 0. Okay, so that means that BVN's going to discover how to mine silver most efficiently. It would be the most white swan event ever, right? They're going to change the world, man. Okay, so what about NG1? Remember this? Remember that structure we just looked at? And we got natural gas, and we look at its top. It's the same effing picture, chat. Same picture. Wrong chart, though. Sorry. Fractals, man. Predictable patterns. Wonderful, dude. Here it is. Look. The same picture. Okay? Yeah, you had a dark cloud cover. It was brilliant. It was literally like a seminar on natural gas. The high, the major drawdown, then the attempted rally, and then the head and shoulders, the momentum shift on the second test, that confirmation high. You get it? How is this different? How is this different than what we're witnessing on BVN? BVN, I think, might be a higher low. Maybe, hold on. It was a... Is it a higher low? No, it was like the same low. Okay, but then you look at the XLY. Probably maybe a little more comparable here. Look how it started. It's there on the weekly. It's just not the visibility of these drawings. Look, the one low, the rally, the sell-off, the slightly low, and then the inverse, head and shoulders, and then the big rally. Yeah, I know, chop, whatever, but like what preceded this fractal that we are identifying. Up, number go up, right? It is Egg Bowl season. I'm excited about the Egg Bowl. Who's got Mississippi State, dude? The Bulldogs, bro. No chance. No chance this year. Just like Auburn has no chance this year in any way to beat Alabama. No chance. I got it in the right mind to just go down to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to Auburn and just get 50-yard line tickets to watch Bama beat down Auburn. Should, dude. I should. So you get it. These miners, a few of them, not all, some actually look completely terrible. Like there's just no argument for upside at all, but there are a few. They're looking pretty good, man. All right, so Bitcoin, I guess are we running out of buyers now? They keep propping it up, but the bids are coming in at the lows, but there's no follow through, no acceleration. It's just you're floating on up, man. Where is it, man? We just got to survive today. I mean, this channel's amazing, but just you keep testing these lists, but like you're just going back down. There's just not enough demand to keep the price propped up. I don't know. Don't really know. These things are one way or another. The channel's gonna break at some point. And this is kind of crazy. This 4-hour channel has been ongoing since the beginning of its development, October 24th, 25th, and it's like a month-long uptrend since the mega breakout on high volume. So someone would say, hey man, are we ascending triangle? Well, I don't know, man. I mean, some person would say ascending triangle, and someone would be like momentum shifting because of the lower high here. But we're not here to act like we know where it's going next. And people trying to tell you they know exactly where something's going next, those are the last people you should ever listen to. Yeah, it's tough here, man. Really tough, because there's just the demand's coming in. The wicks are here. The volatility is insane. Up and down, big swings, but it's all kind of Rudy poo. And win mega bids. Bids that take us. We have not tested $38,000 on Coinbase, nor Binance. I checked it. Binance, no 38K. So. Not even going to touch it. So hold your coins here in this channel for it to continue or to break soon. I think it's pretty endearing, the fact that I think like if we were in really bad shape, that CZ news would have been pretty bad. It would have been terrible. But only down about $630. Which is kind of the swings we get almost every day. Let's look at Coinbase, because you think one man's bad news is one man's good news. Well, only down 0.57%, 0.23% after hours. But this right here, man, this is the dream. This is one of the best looking structural developments that exist on the stock market right now. The weekly and the daily. The buying campaign ongoing with the composite operator, a 150 target easy. If things get really nice and insane, talking $200 target. So, yep, I've been posting. Imagine not owning Coinbase, and it's all technical, dude. All technical, not my opinion and my feelings.
Happy Thanksgiving, my friend, to you and your family. You've taught me so much over the last 5 to 6 years. You're a staple for me in this space.
Well, AJ Productions, thank you for the 1776 contribution, and let me know that I've been a positive influence in your life. That is I mean, like, feedback's important, you know, because, hey, I'll end the stream, and, like, I may have had an impact on someone's life, and it could have been really positive. But if they never tell me, well, I'm never going to know the impact I made on someone. So, you know, feedback's good. It's a currency in itself. Gratitude, if you're grateful, right? And if I'm not doing a good job, if I'm not adding positive, if I'm not adding value to your life, I recommend you don't watch anymore. I think you should take the time that if you think I'm not providing value, and you should go read, go find something that does add value to your life. I think that's really important. So I try to make it like that, kind of a little education centric. And you know, when we do pump, when like Bitcoin does pump, we'll go nuts, man. But it's business until we do see the pumps. All right. Darkonius, thanks, man. That's really nice. I appreciate that feedback. All right. Coinbase, the king. How MicroStrategy fare today? There is no second best. There is no second best. Lisa, or whatever he said, it's down 3% today, up against a big level, a big resistance, 502.90. You know, April 2022, I think goes back to 2012 or something crazy. No, it's shoot, dude, goes back to like 1999. All right. So just below that level, if you break it, you got a $600+ target. It's insane. But you know, nice uptrending, right? It's been in an uptrend. I'm sure we could plot like a really nice channel here too if we wanted. Listen, you want to do it? We can. We definitely can here. We'll give it a shot. Maybe I've tried it. Sometimes when I don't have it, it's like I already gave it a shot and it was already whacked out. Wasn't very well respected at all. I mean, nice demand line, 3 touches on the bottom, a couple on the top, but then just violated. But hey, you know what's crazy? The way I have it anchored right here, if you exclude this price action and a little here, you see the top anchor point. Look what happened. The price tested that supply line. So we could leave it here since it's continuing, it's starting to be respected again. So that means overbought in the uptrend, and if the price comes to 408, it could be considered oversold. Yeah, it's crazy. These institutions are utilizing, they're wielding the power of the state, the most powerful regulatory agencies in the world, to do thy bidding, to take down the old big boys. But guess what? It is time. All right, it is time for institutional adoption of crypto, custodian services, facilitating buy orders, sell orders, leveraging, future trading, all of it. They are taking it as we're watching it unfold. They're storming the castle of the legacy exchanges this month, last month. It's been ongoing. And it just takes time, and eventually they'll all be gone. And the big boys will then be the main facilitator of buy orders, sell orders, and derivative trading for crypto. And eventually, new cycle, new market participants, they won't even care. Oh, BNB, Binance, oh, it's on Schwab, it's on Thinkorswim, it's on whatever exchange, Coinbase. All right, dude. Blue Jenkins Sachs. That doesn't ring very well. But yeah, Goldman Sachs, right? All the ones that called this terrible, awful crypto as a scam. I mean, like, to be completely candid here, all right? To be impartial, most of crypto is a scam. An absolute scam. No working products. Jokes created, put on charts and exchanges for exit liquidity so the people who created them can enrich themselves at your cost, at your expense. But yeah, like blockchain, the technology itself is good, decentralization is good, Bitcoin's unbelievable, one of the best inventions of all time, absolutely. You couldn't have Bitcoin without the internet. It is, I have a dream, okay, that we will live in a day one day, or we will live in a world one day where there will be the separation of money and state, because these centralized institutions have clearly proven they are unable to be responsible and that is causing every normal person, every Joe Schmo in the West, for the energy they exert every day to try to, provide for their families, that is being devalued rapidly at record levels now. The amount of debt being taken on by the Treasury by this old decrepit Janet Yellen. Who is this woman and who does she think she is? Because she's in her ivory tower, doesn't give a crap. She'll be dead in 5 years, bro, probably. She doesn't care. So whatever, anything goes now. Screw the Zoomers, screw the millennials, screw the people after them. So they're the cause, the certain cause of this massive, insane amount of inflation we are going through and experiencing, and don't let anyone gaslight you differently. So Bitcoin is the Protestant Revolution. Protestant Revolution, right? Martin Luther with the invention of the printing press, and then King Henry VIII on the top side. So you have peasants and kings meeting in the middle to separate the church from the state. Bitcoin will be that. Bitcoin from the bottom to the top, right? We will meet in the middle with big, like economies, right? You're seeing revolutions like positive revolutions in South America because they're governments, right? We can't go any lower. We're already pulled over. We're already rock bottom. We could already print, fill half this room with notes, and I can't even buy bread. Okay, so let's just try something different. Going Bitcoin literally can't be any worse. It can't. Physically can't. So let's give it a shot. So that is ongoing. We are hopefully, that's the dream, that our children one day will live in a world where there is a meta, like it is the meta, that money and state are separate. I'm telling you, in the 1300s, 1400s, no one in the world thought ever that the church would, the Pope, the Vatican would ever be separate. I mean, it was more powerful than the government and the monarchy itself, which ended up being part of its demise. But anyway, I'm just ranting here, okay? We're just talking, because this is beyond technical analysis, because there's just really, we're watching Bitcoin, we're waiting for 40K, and that's it, frankly, okay? Bitcoin, it's legit gonna rule the world. One of the best inventions of all time, okay? And here's your channel. All right, we made it 1 hour. Let's go, dude. Let's go. All right, so, maybe we'll catch some bids. The only bids coming in have been when the price of Bitcoin is at its lows of the day. Hopefully we get a good power hour, and maybe it's just a red day today, and then we see some green tomorrow on the daily, and then we could continue to ascend. And again, the top of the channel targets around 38.8 at this point, and the longer we stay here, the higher the target of the channel would be, right? Because it's a moving target, it's upsloping, but that's not equitable for a trader, right, that had entered around 36.3, 36.4. It would only be equitable with a stop loss below that low from November 16th. The only way it's equitable is 40K and above. So if you're watching the stream, it is historic because, again, this is where I was, where I was born and raised my whole life, in this house, and this is the exact same spot where I used to game out on AOL.com, Diablo 2 sessions, Warcraft 3, and it's very nostalgic. It's kind of insane, man. Crazy stuff. It's like really trippy, actually. So, all right. Well, thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll just be back. So until next time, respect the TA.
step.
Gentlemen in the mix.